Well, hello. Uh, just thought I'd do a live stream for this third anniversary of the podcast here. And I sent the StreamYard link to whoever's been on my podcast. Actually, oh, sorry. Good evening, everyone. Sorry, all over the place. I hardly do live streams very much anymore. I just like pre recorded. But I thought, what an interesting idea just to do a live stream. And anybody who wants to suddenly use the StreamYard link, I mean, if you've been on my podcast before, you get a StreamYard link, but everyone is able to use it just for today. I don't know how long I'm going to be, though. But specifically, I thought I'd add the fact, oh, my cat wants more temptation. You're going to get fat. Come here. You want to show you? Hopefully, I can show everyone my cat. Okay, so I got, first of all, I want to say, anybody who has been on the show, I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You don't know how much this means to me to send you the schedule for the month, and then you choose a certain day, and then an hour, and then you're my guest, and we're on for an hour, 2 hours, depending. Like it's not a set time. Usually an hour, sometimes maybe half an hour, depending. If you say I can only be on for half an hour, I'll make it a half an hour. I can do that. Uh, Bet you anything that Hannah's going to come up and she's going to know that she doesn't know she's live. Oh, I forgot something right here. There. So I have some openings here. One of them, I don't want to show my address, but one of them, and I don't want to show her address, is from Rachel Lincoln, who's a country singer out there. And I can show you just the back here, but I don't want to show her address. So I'll just show a little bit here. It says Rachel Lincoln on it. And this is a CD. I believe it's an autograph CD that she says that she has sent. And $17 postage. She spent $17 on this. So Rachel, if you're looking or watching this, if you're watching this, thank you for the CD. And I will reimburse you the $17, and that's American, by the way. She's in Nashville. So Nashville is an hour earlier, CST, I believe. Okay, so we're gonna open it. So I don't want to show you her address. That's not good. But I'm familiar with the town. Look at that! Whoa, Rachel Lincoln. Look at that. That's amazing. And she signed it too. Everyone, you have to go to Spotify, listen to her music. She's got some great stuff. And yeah, Rachel Lincoln. Thank you, Rachel. Really appreciate that. And got a little note here from her. It says, "Hi Chris, thanks again so much for having me on the show. As promised, here's a signed copy of my latest CD from Rachel Lincoln." Oh, that's sweet. Thanks, Rachel. The next thing I have here, if you look on one of my shows, I have this one. I'm not going to show you the address, but it's from Lady Miranda Rain. She already sent me her CDs. But what's it? Are you bald? Let's see what's under the. Okay, Armando. My friend Armando wants to see what's under the hat. Nobody, that's right. Before we continue with this box opening, my friend Armando wants me to take the hat off. And if I could show you my other hats. I forgot to show you my Tim Hortons hat. You ready? Ta-da! Look. Am I bald? Here, Armando, am I bald? No? See? Look at that. I'm not bald. I just like my hat. I just don't like that I don't have the same hat, or sorry, the same hair I had 20 years ago. I like my hat. Look at that. All right. Thank you, Amando, for that. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, Lady Miranda Rain. So let's see. I think this is the book that she wrote, and I'm going to open it. And thank you for whoever's watching this. Lady Miranda Rain. Look at this, the book, Calling Them by Name. And I believe she has. Oh, check that out. To Chris, a book that was both the beginning and the end and a new beginning of a chapter. Miranda Rain. I can't wait for this. Thinning, maybe? Yes. Yes, I admit. And if I thin too much, I'm actually going to shave my head bald and I will do a TikTok and I will look like Mr. Clean. So you happy about that? Ho, ho, ho. Oh no, that's Green Giant, right? Okay, so that's the end for those. If you look on my Facebook page, you will see uh, actual other boxing unboxings I did. Oops, look at that. Now I look like a ghost there. I got to get a proper podcast light. So I want to share with you, I haven't shared before, I don't think, are my 4 songs I wrote in 1986 on Foolscap. And this was written by, oh, look at that, August 2nd, 1986, on Foolscap, with pen, no internet back then, no iPhone, no cell phones, nothing. 3 songs, which I am planning to next year get them out there on Spotify so people can see the type of stuff that I write, even though you guys probably do a lot better. And yeah, it's kind of silly because in 1986 I was younger. Come on, Anna, you're getting fat. You're gonna drive Santa's sleigh. Uh, so I appreciate you. If you're watching this later, I do like the fact that my friend supports me by actually sending me um, a little comment there about my hat. I should have brought all my hats here so I don't have to get up. But apart from that, yeah. So it's just sometimes you have to. It's been a tiring day. I can just probably talk here and there. Uh, but yeah, it's been a tiring day, and I had a good day. We got a new computer, laptop, Lenovo, which used to be IBM. Really appreciate the fact that it's the second computer I got from work since 2020. And this one I love. It's so thin and oh, beautiful. I love it. Um, yeah, I have no complaints actually. No complaints. I'm on almost 250 episodes. There's 25 episodes I haven't uploaded yet. Uh, I have some really big talent coming in the next couple months. Uh, Gonna let you know. I'm talking about big talent. I'm actually really happy. I'm actually happy where I am and have been, and I've had you, Armando, to thank, and other supporters out there, and really appreciate the fact that I'm coming out of my shell, able to talk to people, able to talk to girls, and able to have a guest on my podcast and be able to share with them and talk to them, and let's see, what do you have here, Armando? Any highlights from the last 3 years? Yes, actually, I have a ton. Actually, I better put that on the screen. No, actually, people want to know anything. Any highlights in the last 3 years? Yes, actually. Um, Basically, I'm going to be coming out with a third season highlight reel pretty soon. But the one highlight I have is Hannah McNally, who's an actual mezzo soprano. Go check her out. She's actually episode 196. And another highlight is my favorite, because I'm actually a big Darman fan, is episode 200 is Vanessa Nottingham. She's the perfect mean girl from Darman. She's a really great actress. I don't know who's ever actually here into Darman, but we've had several of the actors and actresses on the show. So she's episode 200. Excellent. Um, Rachel Lincoln, of course, you have to listen to her. And her episode is episode 201. She was right after Vanessa. And to tell you the truth, my friend Armando is actually, uh, oh, this guy's great. I was actually at his place when I was editing the Rachel Lincoln podcast. I was actually, I just really love the house that he lives in, and since right down in countryside, and I was editing the Rachel Lincoln podcast, and it was just so beautiful up there in the countryside. And yes, I'm a country person, but I'm not a country boy. Woohoo! Uh, Another one is Sophie Jordan Collins. You should check her out. She's actually got a podcast of acting like an actor, and she's had several actors and actresses on this. She was on one episode, I think one or two episodes of Darman series. And Ashley Nicole, who's a coloratura sopranos. Those are the ones that go ha 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 ha. Ha. Those are the type of opera singers. And Sarah Smith is a Canadian singer. Actually, I've been having a lot of Canadian indie artists on my podcast. So I really, really love just having all sorts of different, whether it's Canadian artists. I've had some from Ukraine. I've had a few Croatian. Um, and also had what they call well, she's not from the last, maybe a couple of years, actually. Her name's Bailey Perry, and she's considered to be the Taylor Swift of Australia. Well, next week, I have who is considered to be the J-Lo of Australia is coming next week. So you're going to enjoy that one. And my friend James A. Norkovich, who's actually got a lot of work out there, is also one of my admins as well. And he's been on the podcast 4 or 5 times. And if you can go to episode 215, check him out. His music's great. He's got a Christmas album coming out. Another highlight I have is finally I have a Christian artist by the name of Howard Grip, which I think is one of the really good, great, great singer. And yeah, and apart from Alexandra Miles, and Tony Hudson, American actress, but anybody who's on the podcast before October 11th is actually on the third season reel, and anybody after will be on the fourth season reel, which the fourth anniversary is next October, but we don't have to worry about that. And yes, I talk a lot. All right. So who's it? Oh, Helen. Hi, Chris. Nice to be joining you tonight. Thank you, Helen. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being a definite supporter of my podcast. I really appreciate it. Really nice to know you. And Armando's really lucky to have you. And I'm really glad that you put a smile on his face. It's amazing. Really, really just amazing. And anybody out there that actually sees the StreamYard link that wants to join me on video is fine. But if not, that's okay. I'm not going to spend too much time. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate, just watching my episodes, and I put a lot of time in them. And actually, you know what I want to do? I want you to see the interesting backgrounds that I have. This one, I don't know what you think. Isn't that great? Yep. So apart from that, the only other highlight I can think of is The highlight of being a podcaster: just do it. Don't wait around. Just do it. Don't let anybody keep you back. Um, just start with an iPhone, whether an iPhone 15 or 16. Um, a microphone. This is an award. I got a micro award, and get one of these microphones from Amazon. And I want to show you this one. This is the miniature microphone that I got for all my in-person interviews, which I do a lot. See, look at the microphone. All from Amazon. Not bad. Oh boy, it's been a rough day. I actually really appreciate you, Armando, and Helen, and I really appreciate you being on. And so, Helen, what do you think? Am I thinning? Um, yeah, I wish I had brought my other hats here because I have a Tim Hortons cowboy hat that has Tim Hortons on the front. I have uh, black fedora. I have a Christmas fedora that makes me look like Scrooge. I might even do that. I might even read Christmas Carol live stream Christmas time. Anybody else have any more questions? Thank you, Helen. I really appreciate that. Do I look my age? I've seen people my age younger who could be like 20 years older. And I just get so humbled because of the fact that, I do look kind of young. And my dad used to say, good genes. Said, good genes. I bought 2 pairs of jeans. Joke. Apart from that, yeah, I really, yeah, 3 years. Wow. 3 years as a podcaster. Looking forward to more talent. I get wonderful, wonderful CDs by wonderful people. The guests get a lot of merchandise. Oops, sorry, I'm upside down. Rachel Lincoln. Look at that. Look at Rachel's. Look at that. You look great for your gas. Yeah, okay. You don't know how much gas I do. That's funny. Yeah, I look so great for my gas. Like really, yeah, I can. That's when you're age, when you're as old as I am, you do a lot of gas. Yeah, that's your Ellen. Oh, so funny. Um, so apart from that, yeah. So that's been about 18 minutes. Thank you, everyone. Understand everyone's got like a really busy weekend. It's Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's Thanksgiving weekend for Canadians, and I'm so happy that people will get a chance to watch this after. But in the same time, I really appreciate you watching it, even if it's after the live stream. And I look forward to giving you more interviews and um, just gonna let you know. Everyone I've had on my podcast is a big musician, depending how you see it. I don't want to be biased, but I have a well-known artist coming on the podcast, and I just hope that it goes well because once I bring Sting onto the podcast, what's this one? Aha! Well, thank you, Armando. Um, I have that's right. So on October 31st, which is a Thursday, which is usually when I release an episode, there will be a special Halloween episode. And Armando, you and I are from the same generation, but a 60s macabre type sitcom. We have their grandson on. And he'll talk about his grandfather and the show that he was on and what it was like to work with everyone. I'm not going to give it away, but I promise you it'll be on the platform on October 31st, and hopefully you all watch it, enjoy it. It's actually one of my most controversial episodes because I asked the artist one particular question, and I thought YouTube was going to shut me down. But he says, leave it. Don't edit it out. The world's got to know. So it's going to be unedited, unaltered. So stay tuned for October 31st for my most controversial and first Halloween special. So thank you, Armando. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay, everyone. I'm going to end the stream. One final. Okay. Thank you, Armando. Good night. And it's great that you were able to purchase that car. Really appreciate that. And thank you, Helen. Really appreciate this. And thank you, you two, for being on this special third anniversary of my podcast. And we're going to end this quickly. So it's Friday night. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much. So if I can find that end. All right. All right, everyone. See ya.